Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, congratulations, now you have. Today I'm going to be doing an updated video from one that I did a year ago. And I'm going to show you everything that I made since that last video. If you haven't seen it, I will leave it up in the eye so you won't miss out on the things that I made previously. I had quite a busy time. I was quite busy. I actually want to just jump right into it, and it's definitely not because it's really hot in here and I have to turn my fan off to film. I'm gonna just run through all of the things that I don't have with me right now because I gave them away. I often do that, like I make gifts for people. So the first thing is a sweater that I actually made a video about, so I will leave that in the eye as well, where I made a sweater for my mom. And then I also made like a sweater t-shirt for my mom for her birthday, which I also don't have with me. I made a hat for a family friend who has cancer. It was actually my first hat. I was really proud of it. It turned out really, really good. I'm trying to think. I made a bunch of scarves. I think it was 10 scarves for a community involvement project, and I donated them to my local women and children's shelter. And that might be it, but I'll let you know if I think of anything. Oh, you know what else? Sorry. I also made like little flower lanyard for my college dorm, as well as I made a pillowcase for my college dorm and a chandelier for my college dorm. And then there was also like this thing that somebody was giving away. It was super messed up and broken. I'll insert the TikTok here, but I like pretty much did a crochet cover for it. Here, I'll insert it now.
It's really not that bad. It just needs a little shaping. To the salon!
I love it.
I think we're good now. I don't know, now I'm like nervous. And then I made this bag. I made this, we went to the beach and I just wanted to use up some leftover yarn. So yes, this is a very bright color palette, but it was yarn that I had and I wanted to use. I actually really like it. I should use it more. I did all single crochets and this was my first time doing like a checkered pattern, so I was actually really proud of this, and this is the only bag I've ever made. Yeah, this is good. I should use it. If you are a crocheter, you know that like I'm pretty much worse at wearing my things than I am at making them. It is so hot in here. I don't know why I'm wearing a sweater. Another thing I made over the summer, I really had a vision with this one and it just didn't come to fruition. I don't know, it was a really cool idea. These were some yarns from Yarn Bee that I had gotten for Christmas, and I really wanted to do like a half and half kind of vibe. The problem is that these two yarns are different weights, and I didn't really understand that that would make a huge difference. But I love the color palette. It's not actually wearable for me. I don't know, I had a concept and I still take pride in the fact that I've designed this myself. I made it. It would have turned out better, I think, if they were the same weight, but that's on me. And this is the first thing I ever knit. Over spring break, I decided to teach myself how to knit, and I absolutely love it, but this was pretty much my learning curve, so it's really bad, and I will never wear it, but it's just stock knit, and you can see I dropped stitches and stuff, but I also learned how to do ribbing. Knit ribbing, and I have not gone back since. Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping it as a memory, like, oh, this is my first knit piece, and I do take great pride in that, but I would love to do another little tee at some point. Okay, on to my bin. The things on the top I actually just made, so let me like get the ones from the bottom out. Ooh, I don't think I showed this. I made this last summer. It's just kind of a little like layering piece. Back when like the boleros and stuff, like this mesh material was super trendy last year. So I just made this. I've never worn it. I don't know. It's like nothing, but you know what? I made it, and that's something to be proud of, I guess. You know, I made so much, and I'm definitely missing stuff, which is bumming me out a little, I think. Where would that stuff be? Okay, well, this was my first Centro knitting machine top. It's not great. I did make a video about this as well. I just messed up on like my ribbing attachment situation. But other than that, I think it's really cool, like the design with the stars. I would love to do this star thing on other tops because I think it's really cute having these two, and then the one here in the back. I just think it's like fun, like I made that. Where are my other tops? I'm sad. Where'd they go? Next, I have this granny square little vest situation. I like this because I used literally just scrap yarn for it. Just made a bunch of squares and put them together. And then there's like a pleat in the back and it ties in the front, but like asymmetrically. This was kind of a flop at first because I like measured it out and got it to the perfect size, and then realized I forgot to think about the fact that I need squares under my armpit. Like I can't just connect, I don't know, but in the end I think it turned out really cute, and I have actually worn this quite a few times, which I can't say about a lot of my things that I've made, so that is a win. Another thing I made that kind of is a fail is this granny square sweater vest, and this is so frustrating to me because it looks so gorgeous. Like the granny squares are so perfect. Everything about it is so perfect. I knitted the ribbing and on the bottom, like love it. It's too big for me. It's too wide. I don't know. It's like so boxy. I haven't blocked it, but it's so not good that wouldn't do anything, if you know what I mean. So at some point I'm probably just gonna take it apart and use the squares for something else. It is too soon for that. I had a vision, and again it just didn't come to fruition, and that is such a heartbreaking feeling, like not to be dramatic. So after that one, I was like, I need to step my game up. I wanted a sweater vest so bad, and so I was like, okay, we're gonna try again. We're not going to do granny squares because I was bored of making granny squares. I wanted to do cable knits because I hadn't done cable knit since my second crochet project ever, which was a crochet cardigan. It turned out so bad. I'm actually about to like chop it up and use it to try and make a raglan for the first time, but I made this. This is my most recent finish. I love it. I think it is so pretty. This is with loops and threads. I can't even remember, and I don't have the tag, but it's super furry. Like it has like a mohair effect to it, but it's not mohair. I believe it's acrylic mixed with cotton, but mostly acrylic. So I crocheted all of the cables. There's a bunch of cables. It looks so good. And then I knitted all of the ribbing. So there's ribbing up around the neck, around the bottom, and just a little bit around the sleeves. And I think it turned out so good. I cannot wait to wear it. It definitely makes up for the fact that I had so many fails in a row that was really weighing on my confidence. Okay, I am going to go find those other things because I cannot make an Everything I've Crocheted video without the stars of the show. So give me a second. I have to go into the garage and search through all of my packed college things. Wish me luck. How in the world did I not realize I was missing this much stuff? I was like looking at everything. I was like, I swear I made so much more because I was so excited to make this video. Okay, let's get into this. This is everything, I think, now. So I had kind of taken a hiatus from crocheting for a while because I was just struggling up here back in like the beginning of the fall. My dog is crying. Just a second. Do you want to say hi, buddy? I'm gonna let him out. Hi. So yeah, I took a break for a while, but I did end up making this, and it took a while. Now he wants back in. This is the blue and the purple is Yarn Bee. Again, these are different weights, but the fact that they're on top of each other instead of next to each other, I think it works a little better. This yarn is so soft and comfy, but I don't love, like, I wore this to class and I probably would wear it again. I was thinking about closing up the neckline a little bit more. I wore this in a outfits of the week video, and I think I literally said that in that video, and I just still haven't done it. The purple and the blue tie in with the sleeves. This is hand-dyed yarn, and it has these cute arm slits, and it's just connected by all of these different ribbons. The problem with this is, one, like I said, the neck is pretty wide, like pretty wide. And another thing is, because I wanted these bows to stay really well, I did glue them with super glue. But yeah, I super glued these bows, and I just think it makes it look a little like DIY arts and crafts homemade, which is fine because it is, but nowadays with the stuff that I'm making at this point, I'm really trying to make it look like I bought it from a store. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. Let's do this. This one is so pretty. I made it in literally a day. I wore this on Easter. I'm actually obsessed with it because the yarn is so thick. I actually have a skein of it here. It's Lion Brand Yarn Hometown. It's a 6-weight yarn, 100% acrylic, in the shade Stowe Sugar Maple. It is so gorgeous. And then the other yarn is just the same thing in a different color, but it is so thick. And I know there's people who probably wouldn't like that feeling. I hope you can't hear his paws on the floor. Again, I had such a vision with this one, but this one actually pulled through. I knew I wanted like a cap sleeve square neck, but specifically I wanted the back to be all the way high up. I'm really self-conscious of my back, low-key, TBH, TMI, I got back knee, so I kind of like to keep that covered so that I could wear this more often with my hair up if I wanted to, or anything like that. Did you just pee on my floor? No, you didn't. You wouldn't do that, right? And then it's like peplum at the bottom, but I kind of pleated it a little bit. Oh, it turned out so good. I absolutely love everything about it, the length, everything. Let's do this because I made this in a video as well. I will leave all the things that I made videos in the eye, but I made this in like a day and a half or something, and it's that granny square hexagon patterned cardigan. Love this. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so bad. But yeah, I had a vision again with this. I know I keep saying that, but like I'm serious. For these colors to be together. Ever since I first started crocheting, wanted a light green, like a sage color, and a light baby pink together. It's my favorite color combination. I absolutely love it. And I don't want to talk too much about this because, again, there is a video about it, but I love it. And I only wore it once because I finished it like quite towards the end of school, but I definitely want to keep wearing it. Okay, let's do this next, and then we'll end with the winner in my books, okay? This is good. This is the most worn crochet piece I have ever made. This sweater. This is cotton yarn, and it was my first time using cotton yarn. Got it at Joann's, so I'm assuming it's Lion's brand, but I'm not entirely sure. And I just got a bunch of different colors that I like together, very earthy tones, very jewel tones, if you will. And this was my Christmas break project. So while I was home, I would just, switch it up whenever I felt like it, doing double crochet, and then I would switch to like a mesh feel, and then I would switch to a scallop, and I literally just did whatever I wanted, and then I copied it on the other side as well. And then I decided to make the sleeves all just one color, just so it wasn't too overwhelming. I love this thing so frickin' much. The last thing, the winner. So this was my first fully successful, fully knit piece, and I am sure you have seen this before because I've worn this to pieces. I think this looks so legit. I think this looks like I bought it from a store or bought it from a professional. I am so proud of this, and this is Loops and Threads yarn, by the way. I still have another skein because it only took 2 skeins, not even, like 1.5 to do this whole thing. I was so impressed. So I had, here I go again, a vision of doing like a ribbing, but then having it be diagonal. So I don't know if you can really see, but there's like a diagonal line of ribbing and then it switches to stock knit. And I just think that is brilliant. I had never seen that before. I don't know how my brain came up with that. I wish I came up with cool things like that more often. This is my favorite yarn I've worked with. Ever. It is so actually, let me show you it because I know I have another skein. Loops and Threads soft and shiny acrylic. It looks like this, and this is in the color combination Bermudan Haze Multi. And actually I did make one more thing, and it's, I haven't like shown it anywhere yet. You know me, I'm like so anxious to constantly show everything right after I make it, but I haven't shown this yet. I was chosen for to be an ambassador for Hobby, which is a yarn company, and I am currently working on a campaign with them where I am writing a pattern for a dog bandana. I have a big dog, her name is Bella, she's a Labradoodle, so I'm basing it off of that, and here is a picture of it on her. It is so gorgeous. The pattern is not complete, but you better know that as soon as I have any information about that, I will definitely let you know. And that is my updated everything I've crocheted. I will definitely continue updating you on everything I've made. If you want to keep up with me as I'm making all of these things, then make sure you follow me on all of my other social medias, at Cassidy Lee Quinn on TikTok, at Cassidy Lee Quinn on Instagram, and go shop my closet at Cassidy Lee on Depop because I might start selling things I make. You never know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe for more just like this one, and I will see you around. Bye!